Hi everyone, it's Gwen from Tabby with another video about how you can read tarot in the Tree of Life. I have my Radiant Rider-Waite here, and today I'm going to show you a reading that you can do for yourself or for somebody else using the Tree of Life to find out where you are. Now you can use this, of course, in a very general sense in your life. Where am I in my life? Where am I on my spirit path? But you can also break it down into smaller things like your work life, your relationship life, your home life. So the first question you ask is, where am I on the Tree of Life? And this gives us a lot of information, of course. It tells you whether it's a new thing or whether you're pretty far along down that path. Second question is, where can I go from here? And what should I do from here? And the third card is for some advice. So I'm going to shuffle my cards and I'm going to ask about my work life. So we'll see what happens. Okay, where I am on the Tree of Life is the Two of Pentacles. So this puts me in Chokmah at the top of the Tree of Life, and that means that it's a new thing. It means that it's a very new thing. Chokmah is a place that is represented, a lot of the Sephiroth are represented by planetary energy like Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. But Chokmah isn't even there yet. Chokmah is represented by the zodiac. It's like the firmament, all the universe, everything that's out there. So this is an area of fantastic potential. Anything can happen, absolutely anything, because there are no boundaries yet. The Two of Pentacles is change. I think that it's positive change because it's Jupiter in Capricorn. It's about positive work. So I'm going to look at this and say, okay, something that is beginning, which is true, and it has a great potential for financial success. Okay, so where do we go from here? Okay, now we go to the Five of Pentacles. Now, there's no marked path from Chokmah to the Five of Pentacles. However, you can get there. You can go from any Sephira to another Sephira. You just, it might not necessarily be marked and associated with a major arcana, but you can always do it. And in this particular case, it's interesting because you cross Da'at, which is the abyss. And I'm going to say that that's a fine thing to do, because when you're going the other way, when you're going from the Ace to the 2 to the 3 to the 4, when you go from the 3 to the 4, you cross the abyss, and the 4 to the 3. And so I'm going to say that it's fair to cross the other way as well, from the 2 to the 5. So that means that it's a leap of faith that's involved here. And when we get to Gevurah, we're in an area that is ruled by Mars, and Mars is about discipline and boundaries. This card is about worry. It's Mercury in Taurus, and so it's about worrying about financial resources. And so when I think about that in terms of how I would normally interpret the card, which is to think more about spiritual things to make sure that my concerns and worries are balanced, but also that leap of faith is really standing out to me. So maybe not to worry so much about the money side of things. Maybe I should have said that when I was talking about the Two of Pentacles. So let's ask for some advice. Okay, thank goodness we have the Star. So the Star is advice for how to go forward, and is have hope, wish upon your star. And if we look at where it is on the Tree of Life, it's interesting because this is on the bottom half of the Tree of Life. It's below Tiferet. Chokmah and Gevurah are above Tiferet, so you can look at that as mindset maybe, and this is about what to actually do. So I would look at this in a reading as, keep doing what you're doing, but we can look more specifically at where this is on the Tree of Life. And the Star connects Netzach and Yesod. Netzach is the Sephira of Venus, and it's the Sephira of artists and creativity. It's about inspiration and using your intuition. Anytime we're doing any kind of artistic work, you're working in Netzach. So it's interesting because what I'm thinking about doing is a work of creativity. It's not really gone very far yet. It's still in the initial stages, so that makes sense. It's not associated with Hod yet. Hod is where you work things out, you work out the details. And at the other end of the star, you have Yesod, which is foundation. And foundation is the last Sephira that you go through before you get to Malkuth, which is here. So it seems like what might help me bring this true is thinking about my artistic inspiration and maybe specifying that a little bit, bringing that to fruition, working through that a little bit more. So instead of focusing on the money, even though there's a potential for money, I should be thinking about the artistic aspects of where I am now with work. So I hope that was interesting. If you try it, I hope that you will let us know, and I'll see you in the next video.